From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. Get in the huddle.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Costello got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Bengals at 0-10 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
11 empty, 11 empty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But
they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
On 1st down, Costello. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time, that a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
And what a nice example there. The tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go.
8 yards to go on second down.
Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Gun.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Costello. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And this one is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him, try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Costello. Finding Walker, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A jet sweep, Dobbs. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Chubb running to the wide side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Costello to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Costello. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Offline, ready? Close.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Looking to throw. Costello. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field again, CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got a man, complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's Mixon on the counter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. This will be caught at the 2.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Costello. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
11 MT.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division